record on that. And yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So Jose also sent me an agenda. So this year, I mean, not this year, this week, the topics this week are goals for next year, the calendar for next year, and 3 action steps in the next 30 days. Okay, that's cool. So I guess let's start off with the core values, and I'll just share my screen on that. And then we can read them together and then jump into a discussion.
We believe in people. We know that each one of us far more powerful and contains more potential than any circumstance, situation, or condition.
We believe in love and care. We bring sincere love and care to every interaction. We delight and surprise each other and our clients by anticipating wants and seeking to exceed expectations.
We believe in integrity. We live what we teach and we deliver what we promise.
We believe in fun. We create joy and fun in all aspects of our work. Woo-hoo!
We believe in growth. We grow by achieving our goals and exceeding our best.
And so
it is.
Yay! You know what? I just wanted girls to share with you because I'm on that activation call. Yeah. And I just wanted to share that we had Kirsty yesterday, and she was talking, you know, like really emphasizing the importance of these core values, because she said when we do that, we have to put, you know, a certain energy to that, because she said it's not just the words, because, you know, we are creating that energetic state around ourselves, and we magnify it with, you know, like all the people that are on the call and everybody who says that. And she says, you know, like it has to be like our second nature. It's not just like something that we do just to do as a routine, but rather, she said, put a lot of, you know, like emphasizing the, you know, importance of it, and how it really, you know, when you are saying these words with, you know, like awareness, how much value you get from that. So she said, like, the, you know, infinite intelligence is working as well during this time. So just wanted to share with you.
Oh, that is so good.
Yes.
That is so good. All right.
Absolutely.
So,
hey, Sue!
Hello. Here.
All right,
Awesome. So the next thing here is, let's go around and share a win of the week, and we can celebrate that. And then, like I said, the agenda that we all agreed on for today is the goals for next year, a calendar for next year, and 3 action steps in the next 30 days. So who'd love to share their win of the—
All right, I'll share. I finally got my first movie, and Shona saw that, you know, and I like it, you know, no matter what. You know, I love the way I sounded, and I think the people, you know, with the right energies who will attract to me, you know, will actually resonate with that message. And so my website is pretty much wrapped up, and now they're going to be moving me to a different group. So I'm very proud of that step. And I'm very grateful for my dad, because he is my technical person who helps me, you know, like to set up the equipment. He was the one to video record me. So I'm very blessed. And thank you, Shona, also for your support, and, you know, like for giving me good, you know, feedback, and, you know, advising on different equipment. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
So great.
Yay.
Wow. Yay. Woohoo. Woohoo. And I do have lots of feedback on the video, and we can talk about it. It's kind of a longer conversation, like maybe a 30-minute conversation.
Yes.
Who'd else like to share win?
I'll go.
Yeah.
So I made I belong to a weekly networking group, referral networking group that I have. Up until now, I had been using my print business in that, and yesterday I made the official announcement that I was making the transition. So my category would now be for life coaching. And so I've gotten some really, really good I don't know. I mean, it's like every time I talk about what I'm doing now with life coaching, I just feel alive. I just,
Oh, good.
it feels so good. And then the conversations that ensue are just, I don't know, they just make me feel so good. So
So great.
that's my win.
Oh,
You know, I plan on, now I got to focus on getting my, you know, a website set up and all that kind of stuff, but business card and all that. But at least I've made the official transition so that I will be focusing on marketing for my business.
Nice. Oh, it's so great.
oh, fantastic.
It's such a beautiful way to love your life, right?
Mhm.
Love what you do, love your life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're so, oh, so awesome. Irma, would you like to share a win?
Right. I suppose my win is my brother is going to help me to link my calendar. He's got this thing. He's going to link my calendar to my website, so you'll be able to, you know, obviously until I get on, I need to email Alex until I get like that full landing page and everything. He's going to show me how to link my calendar to my website, so then you can book appointments on it until the landing page is all sorted. Yeah, so that's
Awesome.
really good, and I've done some cleaning, so I feel really good. I think it's all kind of done and sorted for Christmas, but
Oh, good.
yes, I feel really good about that, and he's going to help me with starting my Facebook Live
Oh.
in January, because it's just going to be a conversation for half an hour
Yeah.
after our Wednesday slot. So yeah, it's kind of at the moment, it feels a little bit, I don't know what the word is. But I'm looking forward to, you know, like in preparation to kind of hit the ground running. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Well, my win of the week, oh, sorry. My win of the week is that well, there's a couple wins. I signed up with Colton to do the automation, which I feel really good about. And then when he's asking me to send him my domain and everything like that, this always happens to me. So I'm not surprised. I keep growing. Like as soon as I feel like, okay, I can do this. And then I feel like, oh, and now I can grow beyond that. So I'm like, I started thinking about my brand. Like right now, my company name is Life You Love Living. And then I started to feel like I want to get into a bigger mindset, like a bigger, and think, I heard this one saying yesterday, it really resonated with me after I had these thoughts, was like, think global, act local. And I feel like I'm not going to send Colton my domains yet, because I'm thinking about other domains and other company names that would be bigger. So that's a big win for me, because I love the feeling of expansion. And so, yeah, those are my two wins.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
That's really
If
good.
that makes sense. I don't know if that does that make sense? Do you guys feel?
Yes, it does make sense. Yes.
Right? Okay. All right. Awesome. So the topic for today is next year. What are our goals for 2022? And what does our calendar look like for 2022? I'm going to grab a book. I'll be right back.
Well, I have to confess, I came totally unprepared. I totally forgot we were supposed to have that done.
Well,
It's all good.
Sue,
No, it's all good.
I've got things in mind, but I haven't got my calendar. I brought my mum her calendar, but I want a bigger one. But I've got some things in mind, but not, it hasn't been, it's not written on. But it's
Okay.
etched in my brain. Yeah.
I've been working on mine and I'm actually very, very happy with it a lot. I would love to share some ideas with you if that's okay.
Sure, of course.
That's fine.
Okay, sure. So I'm just gonna share my screen here. So what I did was I took a look at the programs that we have right now with LMC coming up, and what I did was, okay. So January, February, March, Into Your Genius, and then the 6-month April to September Life Mastery, and then October, November, December working with the law. Now, I love Into Your Genius, and I absolutely love working with the law. And the reason I love it so much, love both of those programs so much, is because I've done them with Bob Proctor, and he is amazing. And the both of those programs are co-written or co-produced by Bob Proctor and Mary Morrissey, and they are absolutely phenomenal, life-changing programs. And I know that because I've done them, and I have all the materials. And when I saw, I was like, oh my gosh, we have Working with the Law. This is amazing. This is such transformative, powerful content. And Bob Proctor, if you haven't watched Bob Proctor, please go watch him on YouTube. He is amazing. And to me, he is yang. He's like, him and Mary Morrissey are yin and yang. He is yang. And I actually realized I want to kind of infuse a lot more yang energy into my brand. And that's why when I'm looking at Life You Love Living, it's very soft and it's very yin. And I'm like, but there's another part of me that really loves like the mindset, empowerment, so I want to kind of tap into that in the brand. So that's my plan for 2022. And tomorrow I'm going to have a couple of strategy sessions with my Dream Builder 2.0s to offer them that program. Yeah.
Very
And then
good.
Dream Builder I can just run whenever, so I'm going to have a Dream Builder at the beginning start it in the beginning or middle of January, and then kind of just see how that goes. But then that 1-year program will just roll.
Oh,
Sounds
fantastic.
great.
And then anyone, of course, like with these programs, anyone can enter at any time, right? So, and that's the same with Bob Proctor's programs. Like you can enter in any month.
With
So
any of those other ones in the Life Mastery, you can do that at any time.
Yeah. So if a client came in March, they would just start with reason and perception.
Gotcha.
If a client came in November, let's say they came in the 3rd week of November, they would just start with compensation, the law of compensation.
Okay.
So this way
great.
you can onboard clients any week of the year.
Right. I love
That's
that.
why and then when they get the VIP 1-year membership, they roll you take them for that full year. And then when we're giving our classes, we give classes once a week. And then how many clients can you have in a Zoom room? Like I know with Bob Proctor's calls, there's 200 people on those calls. There's 400 people on those calls. So it's really beautiful the way that Brave Thinking Institute has it set up. And it's a perfect 52-week program. I just realized that this week. So anyhow.
But Shauna, a little question, actually, a food for thought.
Yeah.
The way they always say, first start, if this is a brand new person coming to you, first always start with the Dream Builder, because they say this is like a laying foundation.
I totally
for
agree.
them, right? So, and I guess after the, like at the 3rd month, you're having that assessment call with them, and then you're going to be offering like the full package deal for the year, right?
Yes, exactly. And I totally agree with that. because
Yes.
Dream Builder is so personalized and lays
Right.
all the foundation down. And then like with working with the law is talking about those 11 universal laws. And when they have Dream Builder, they'll already know how to apply those laws.
Right. Right.
in
A lot
the-
of things are going to be sinking in even deeper.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So
Mhm.
is that Shauna? So you're a life mastery consultant? Is that
I
part
will
of
be
your-
in March. I will be in
Oh.
March.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Mhm.
good. That's good.
That's my idea for the calendar.
Yes.
Awesome.
How
Awesome.
long have you been doing this, Shauna? Can I ask?
I started in May.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's fun. I think it's so fun.
It is fun, and
You know what I
especially
mean?
if, yes,
It's fun.
I think the biggest challenge for a lot of people to start and believe in themselves, because that's like the largest obstacle that everybody create for themselves, because this is like where we are talking about 3Ds, we are talking about the delay. I would say this is like the first thing, because people are thinking, okay, like let me take another month, I'll study a little bit more, like, oh, maybe I'm not ready, for the workshop, I'll practice more. But I should say you just have to like just start it. You have to start from somewhere, and that's what they say. You don't have to like go and repeat the program. Like on the other call, this girl was saying from Germany, right? She said, I forgot her name. She said, I'm still not comfortable, I still have to practice. But I always remember Mary's words that she said, as long as you are 1 week ahead of your client, and don't forget that we've been studying it already, like in depth. And if like all these classes that we had, all our events that we had, so we are already on like so many steps higher than our clients who are coming without any idea what this is all about. So there is already like a huge treasury chest that you carry with yourself, that you could give them. And then always rely on the higher power, because for some reason you find the right words, they're just going to be flowing from you. It's like when you're in the flow, like Shauna loves to say, when you're in the flow, everything just works out. And you'd be surprised with yourself when you're going to be having these sessions, and you're going to be, whoa, is it me talking? And this is what I experienced for myself. So I think the best thing is just to believe in yourself, to believe in that power, that you have with you, which is greater, far greater than anything else, right? Circumstances, condition, situation. And you just, go, because this is the main thing. Once you start, it's going to be better and better and better. Absolutely.
Whoa.
Yeah!
Nice one.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, you are.
You are.
Yes, but that's what it is. Seriously, girls. It's like, Shauna could tell you the same thing, right, Shauna? It's only the scariest thing is the first step. And then, remember the way the baby walk, first steps are, the most inconvenient. And after that, it's like, you get confidence more and more with each step you take.
Yes. And it's really
So
getting
just do
that
it.
frequency of joy. Like we love this. And the more we study, the more we like in the core values, integrity, live what we're teaching. And so it's like the more we get into these ideas and play and enjoy them and watch ourselves be creators, like witness our own creative ability, the more we love that, then everything is like joyful and easy. So if you're making a Facebook post, it's joyful and easy. If you're doing a Facebook Live, it's joyful and fun. And you're sharing these life-changing, transformative ideas with people who want them and they need them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think, like the main thing is like keep the focus not on contraction, but expansion. Like Shauna mentioned, if you're coming with that mindset that this is just fun, there is no tension when, oh my gosh, I'm going to just see these people. And how am I going to, what if I'm going to forget what I have to say, in that workshop, or what if I'm going to be running out of words, just, relax and just trust the process and come there. Just, you know, you're interacting with the people, you're there with your message, you know, to make their lives better. And, you know, when you come with that ease, you know, with that fun experience, you'll see everything is going to be like so smooth.
Yes, yes, yes. And it's really like stepping into the energy of your highest self. Like
That's
when we ourselves step in, you know, when Mary talks about the self with a big S and the self with a small s, when we step into our highest, infinite, divine being, that's who we really are. You know, we step into that energy and then take action from that energy. And then we
Absolutely.
keep doing that again and again every day. Or, you know, Mary talks about the 5-minute move. If you're going to make a 5-minute move in the day, let's step into that infinite who we truly are and make it from there, because that's becomes so much more powerful in the way that it gives us so much joy. And when people see us expressing the joy of this, they're like, what is she doing?
Exactly. They're going to
I wanna
say,
live
I
like
want to
that.
be like her. That's right. You know,
Yes.
that's the whole, you know, like that energy level and that excitement. And especially, I never forget, I think it was John Boggs who was saying, you know, like, how many times do you actually hear when people are asking, what would you love? He said, oh, you go to the workforce and all you hear is like, you need to do this, that, and that, right? And all of a sudden, it's like, you know, such a different perspective that people like, you know, they're like so surprised and they're delighted because all of a sudden somebody cares about their opinion. All of a sudden somebody is actually willing to listen. And let me tell you, we are all wired this way that we need somebody, you know, like to share our thoughts with, to express ourselves, right? And, you know, like not a lot of people go day to day with their issues and problems and, you know, they keep everything to themselves. But when they come to this, you know, like welcoming space, when they feel so loved and, you know, like there is judgment-free zone and they just, you know, like relax. And I think that feeling themselves just, you know, like so contagious that, you know, they just want to come for more, you know, because this is something they crave to experience. This is what they yearn for, you know, so. Absolutely, that's true, you know. And you're gonna see, girls, for yourself, you know, as soon as you start to interact, you're gonna see it. It's just like, you know, it's a miracle. And you're gonna see like the, you know, the shining, you know, like light coming through the person, and you yourself are gonna feel so great, you know. I think it's just like the exchange of energy, and when we are healing somebody, we are also giving that healing to ourselves, and it's very, very powerful.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, Irma and Sue, you know, it's starting January. We want to hear your successful stories. So, you know, like the clients, the strategy sessions, and everything is rolling. And it will, you know, as long as you not stopping yourself. Because remember, we are our own enemies, you know. Don't stop yourself. Just let it go.
Yeah. So what are everyone's plans for January and starting 2022?
January, I was thinking to calendarize at least 3 groups for myself. And, you know, like just trust the, you know, the higher power, trust the guidance, and, you know, like thinking about other ways that I could do workshop, because finally I got my first vaccine. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to be looking into the option of doing maybe physical presentations as well, you know, like locally, maybe like in YMCA, you know, the centers like that, just for the start.
Yeah.
And because I think it's better, because sometimes you just do these invites and you never know who is going to show up. But at
True.
least when you go like to these centers, first of all, they have the vast, majority of everybody's email. So they could, on your behalf, they could send out this massive, email. And because they know where the email is coming from, it's not like from somebody who is that person, right? But it's like from the center that, like they, they are the members of. And, if I'm not sure if they are organizing anything, but this is for me to find out. So
Yeah.
this is my, something on agenda for January. And obviously I have to figure out about the setup, because it's easy. We kind of learn already to work in Zoom.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it is when you have to present in person. Like, obviously you have to have like the screen, I don't know, the projector. I don't even know what comes with that, but it's like also that learning process. I just enjoy it, like I was talking to Shona, like, making the videos, like trying to work with the editing programs. I mean, so much fun. And I just love to learn that. And girls, YouTube is the best source. Any question you have, you just type in. There are a gazillion of videos on different subjects, and you could learn everything what you need to learn. So just like yeah, don't stop yourself with anything. So that's for me, like to find out what do I need for the actual presentation, and just move forward with that. That's
Yeah,
my
YouTube's
January.
great.
That's my January plan.
Nice.
Well, my first, my first agenda is getting visibility out there. Like I said, getting my company name. I have a domain, but I'm not convinced that that's what I want. I like the domain for emails, but I'm not sure that that's what I want my company name to be. And that
What is your company name right now?
Well, I don't really have one yet.
Do you have some ideas?
Well, my domain is Your Dreams Redeemed.
Oh, very nice.
That's interesting. I love it.
And I really like it. But there's something about when I think about that being my company name.
Yeah. It could be a tagline.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
But it doesn't really feel like my company name. So I'm struggling with that.
Up until now.
Yeah, well, yes.
That's right.
You're having fun with it.
But I've got to get that pinned down so that I can get that plugged into everything else. But I've been thinking there's so many different aspects that we have access to.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm part of a business networking group, I can easily see where I could do presentations for business owners or people.
Absolutely. Yes.
So good.
I can also do it for just women.
Yeah.
I can do it for those who have suffered loss, which I cannot wait until I can get through the life mastery. So I can, can you tell me, can I go ahead and do the standing firm while your world is shaking? Can I do that anytime after I get the life mastery one done?
I think you can, right?
I have because to go through the order of like Into Your Genius and all that. Because
no, I think you can do it whenever.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. This one is specifically designed for, like when you have like a loss, and this is exactly what it's good for, because they don't even put this program into that, like annual,
right. They say
program.
It's just a bridge program.
So it is designed. So definitely you could do it. Yes, absolutely.
And I feel like that. That was the whole reason I even did the life mastery, is just for that one module.
For that program.
I felt like I had been there, done that. I've been through it, and I want to be able to help others. And if I have a program that can help them do that, in addition to my personal experiences, I want to do that. So, that's just another avenue, but there's just so much opportunity out there for us to reach all kinds of different people at all different levels.
Yes. yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, kind of honing in on it so that we really can attract specifically, you know, the market that's going to respond best to each of us.
Yeah. And thinking about who you really want to work with.
Exactly.
You know, like what kind of people do you want to work with? I've been thinking a lot about this too. So what kind of energy do you want your clients to have? Where do you want them to be at, like in their mindset? And then, and that shapes.
That I have right now. I mean, I only have two who I'm coaching, going through the Dream Builder program with.
Yeah.
They are both like, both of them, when I did the strategy session, they were both like, I'm ready. Yes.
It's great.
And every step of the way, they've been there, they've done their work, they're on time for their call, they're just into it, you know?
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is awesome. This is so
Like,
great. It
that's
just,
who I
you
wanna
know,
work
brings
with.
that good energy. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, there are a lot of choices, and like we were talking with Shauna, you know, because I'm working with Robert Martinez, and his main thing was, you know, if you want to enroll with him, you have to have your target audience, because he says when you are just, you know, trying to deliver this message for everybody, nobody really hears. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody, but very small percentage.
Right.
But if you're like, you know, direct, and like you were saying, somebody who had the trauma, you know, of losing the loved one. So when you're specifically targeting that audience, you'd be surprised, no matter, you know, like you think you're going to attract more if you kind of, you know, like jack of all trades. But, you know, these people are gonna be seeing your message, and they're gonna be coming in bulk, because this is the message for them. The same thing I was talking to Shauna, you know, like when even I scroll through Facebook with all these ads, and let's say, you know, if somebody, you know, if there is I run into the ad that says, you know, I could help you to get to 7 figures, you know, for 7 figures entrepreneurs, you know.
Yeah.
And then you have, you know, I'm helping coaches to earn 7-figure number per year. So which one is more resonating with you? Obviously, when you hear the keyword coaches, you know that this is for us, and you are more willing to try something, you know, that, you know, specifically, you know, targeting us. So the same, you know, theory comes for anything else. So, you know, like girls, I think it's a great idea to kind of, you know, think about your ideal audience, and, you know, come up with the message to be heard. Or you could even create a few messages, right? But as long as you are be more specific, because it's, you know, it comes down to our vision statement. The more specific we get, the better results we produce. So same goes with that, you know, the more specific, you know, audience you would love to target, the better rate of response you're gonna get.
Yes, yes.
Would it be, can I post my, I'm having a vision workshop on Tuesday. Would it be all right if I post that link in our group, and if you guys could take a look at it and give me
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
I haven't put it out there. I've shared it with a lot of people individually, like with my networking group. I've made that announcement yesterday, you know, want them all to be there, because it's like, this is the best way you can refer business to me, is if you've gone through it yourself, and that way you understand, you can recognize people that could benefit from it. But I haven't like put it out there on Facebook yet and stuff, so I welcome some feedback before I do that.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Absolutely. Irma, what about you?
Pardon?
How about you? What are your goals? What are your goals for January?
Oh, mine. I'm gonna start my Facebook Live.
Yeah, that's great.
On a Wednesday, straight after our call on Wednesday. Well, not straight after, about 7:30, just for half an hour, and it's just going to be a sparkling conversation, which is my name.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, and so it is. It's just going to be a conversation, and it's just going to be me introducing myself, and just having a chat, just a safe space for people to come and just, you know, comment and just comment on what I'm talking about, and they can comment in on what they would like to know. So it's just giving them a rundown of, you know, like, you know, listening to the still small voice, you know, all the tools that we've got, you know, and just talking about them, having a vision, you know, for our lives and doing what we love and things like that. So I'm sort of starting to put my list together of, you know, just topics that I want to talk about. And a lot of it is around what we've been gifted with in the Dream Builder program. And there's lots of things that I do anyway with my faith and everything. So it's just a combination of those things, really. So I'll just be there talking, and I'll see the comments, and then just sort of take it from there and just do a half an hour.
Yeah, awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
That's
great.
great.
Yeah.
Don't forget to share with us, so this way
Yes,
we could, you know,
yes.
follow you. Yes.
Oh, no, definitely. I'm going to, I'll invite you to
Yes,
join. I know you
please.
can, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Awesome.
So does anyone have any action steps? Last week on Jose's notes here, it says 3 action steps that we'll take in the next month.
That's interesting. Action
Mm.
steps.
Yeah. So can we think of 3 action steps that we all might want to take in the next month, and maybe
Well-
ground it with a by when?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, my
Well-
action step is definitely to find a solicitor that will look at my contract. That's definitely. So I'm just waiting to hear back from my sister-in-law. So I've put that in, and I've started my list for my Facebook Live, and having a group in January of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
So I guess mine is having a business name. That's gotta be up there. And then creating my landing page. And then I plan to start a new coaching group in January.
Nice.
So it's a matter of getting those together who are going to be part of it.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So I wanted to tell you something because it came out with other person I was talking to. I'm not sure how you did, because Shona, you're in Canada, and Irma, you're in England. As far as taxes, you know, the woman was saying, okay, you know, that she contacted her accountant because I was doing taxes for a long time. And she said that, you know, the woman advised her to start, you know, like to open up the business next year. I said, listen, if you paid for your courses this year, if you are not gonna, you know, officially show on your return, or, you know, like register your company, whatever you want to do, either self, you know, either part of your, you know, like regular income, like self-employed, or either S Corp or, you know, LLC, you're going to lose out, because next year comes, all these expenses that you incurred this year, just talking about the, you know, amount of money we paid for the courses. If you want to take advantage of it, you need to do it ASAP, you know, to make sure that you register your company. If you need to register, you know, just contact your, you know, accountant person to do it, you know, before the end of the year, because the write-offs are not going to be available for you next year, whatever you spend this year.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
I'm
not sure how it is in Canada law, and I'm not sure how, you know, in Europe I'm clueless, you know, but, you know,
What do you mean the write-offs aren't going to be available? Are you just talking about because we invested this year?
Correct. If you're not gonna claim that you know, opened up your business as of 2021, nothing that you spend, and you could deduct a lot. You could deduct your home office, that you're working, electricity, all the costs, right? Plus any classes, plus, it could be, any, equipment that you bought to help you out. It's a lot of costs that we incurred, and you don't want to lose that benefit.
Right.
And, you're not going to deduct everything in 1 year, but it could be carried forward for your next year when you're going to make money. And then there's going to be an offset to that. So, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
you're an
not sure.
accountant.
Yes, I
You're
am.
an accountant.
I am an accountant, but I was working at the corporate accountant all this time, but I was doing on the side taxation, but this is not something that
Ooh.
excited me, but it's good to have that
It's
background.
good to
because-
know.
Absolutely.
Yes, because at least I could give people, the advice, because a lot of people are not aware. And the way that woman asked the accountant, she said, but you know what, she wasn't sure that I spent anything. I said, but a good professional should have asked you, come up with the questions to figure out what you need to do. Either you need to, report your company this year or next year.
Is that, does
but-
your year end December the 31st, or is it going
Yes,
to
the
March?
calendar. Oh, well, you
Um,
know what? Yeah, year ends at the calendar year, but sometimes if you open up the corporation, you could put a fiscal year, which is, the year that you open up the business. But it's too much, fuss.
Yeah.
I'd love to go by calendar year. Regardless when you open, you could open the last day of this year. It's still going to be considered that the company, for the year.
Okay.
For
So
2021.
Sue could register a name, and then
It
if you
doesn't
want
matter.
to,
I'm listed.
Oh,
I
you've
can do
registered
it
a
just
number.
under
You
my
already
name as-
registered your business? As long as you registered your business, or you did something with that 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 this is something you're going to be report for your income taxes for
It
2021.
doesn't even need to be a registered name. It just can be my social
Yeah.
security number and my name.
Yeah,
And then
absolutely.
you
If you're
Yeah.
going to be doing
Yeah.
it as a self, employed, yes, then you
I've
could
had
do that.
had 2 businesses that way, so
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
nice.
so
But-
this way, yeah, you're not going to lose anything. Absolutely. Mhm.
yeah. But that's really, really good advice for especially
Yes,
those who
yes.
not ever.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
So that's why I love, own business, because you could deduct so much.
Yep.
That's another one of my things, to register my business before the end of the year. So thank you for that.
Sure, sure. Because Irma, I have no clue how the taxes work, with
I
Europe,
don't.
but
Yeah.
but you could figure out, because,
Yes.
just, either consult your accountant, but just, do something just to make, to have a good, understanding.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, so that was my thought.
Well, my
Thank you.
my goals for the next month are to, I was watching this one video on YouTube. It was like a 7-day challenge to like kind of go on a 7-day blitz of, like communicating and marketing and everything. And I thought that's a really good idea, especially right now, because it's December the 22nd. And I don't know about where you're living, but right now we're about to go pretty much into another lockdown with Omicron and everything. So it's actually a perfect time to speak to people in a way that resonates with almost everyone. Like, and I put it in my last Facebook ad when I that Facebook story that I made yesterday, like, all right, this is for you. If you are tired of waiting for the outside world to change, if you are ready to take
Well, I
the
love
power
it. Yes, in your
yourself.
stories, I saw that. It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, and really, I really like that voice, and that Facebook story was particularly popular. Like, I had a lot of likes on that, and I was like, wow, this is really resonating with people, because not only is New Year's coming up, but we're about to go into lockdown, and people are tired of this, like, this perception of outer control. They're tired. They're done with it. A lot of people are done with it. So I'm like, perfect. This is the perfect time to put this message out of, it's time to go on the inward journey, and it's time to discover and uncover the power that is within you. And that's the only power you have anyways.
Yeah,
It's like
that was good.
the perfect time to speak this language.
Right.
And I think everyone's ears are like fully open to this now because people are, so I'm thinking that I want to ride with this energy in a really positive and transformative way from now until the middle of January or even the end of January, and start a dream builder. I was going to start dream builder January the 10th, but I feel like, okay, you know what? I can do the get ready calls and strategy sessions starting January 10th, and then really ramp this up, the marketing and the communication up, and then start with the week 1 call, like January in the 20s, like January 21st or January 28th or whatever it is. Because there's no rush for me to start Dream Builder. Like I can continue this messaging and then see what the attraction is, and then start, a little bit later on, but take advantage of the energy of January.
Yeah.
Because energetically, there's so much happening right now in the world, at the global level, at the local level, on the internal level. There's so much happening in people's minds. And we are experiencing it also, right? But we're navigating it joyfully. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And people want to know how to do that. People want to know, how can I live my vision? How can I live this happy life that I pictured for myself despite these conditions? How do I do that? So when they see people doing it, like we are building our business, we are providing Dream Builder, we're providing all this positivity and inspiration and living it. People want to know, how do you do that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a very powerful statement. Yes.
Yeah, I think that is so right, Sean. And that's why I kind of really decided to kind of do the conversation and just to talk and just to for people to listen, because I just felt it was, I don't even know, I think I was just coming down the steps. I don't know what I was doing, and something just said, Irma, just have a conversation. Just have a conversation. And that's where that came from. Because it's like, people want conversation because there's, like you say, things, over the past 18 months, 2 years, everything, the world has really changed. And for a lot of people, it's been very sad. But for a lot of people, it's been very positive, and it's really given people the opportunity to just look at their lives and just, on the other side of this, do I want to still be doing the same thing I've been doing for years and years and years? And I think a lot of people have woken up. I think they're awake, and it's like, okay, what have I been doing, and what do I need to be doing, and what do I really enjoy? And I think that's my thing. Just to kind of on that kind of wave, as it were, of this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Shauna, when you're talking about doing your like the get ready calls and stuff, like January 10th, and then not having Dream Builders for maybe up to a couple of weeks later start. What's the best way for any of you to keep them engaged who maybe have enrolled, and then you've got that span of time? What's the best way to keep them engaged in the process up until you're ready to actually start the program?
So I've done, and what I'm thinking about is, sending out the pre-Dream Builder like questionnaire, getting them, sending out the vision calibration. That's a huge document, right? So getting them to start working on the vision calibration, getting them to start listening to the week 1 audios, doing the questionnaire like prior to, and then, maybe sending a few emails to them and even calling them. Because like, let's say I have a class of 10, it's so easy and powerful for me to call them up and have a 5-minute or 10-minute conversation on Facebook Messenger or on WhatsApp or whatever, and have that really personal touch. I think that's, you know, providing that, like, I'm here for you, you know, creating the WhatsApp group that I always create a WhatsApp group for all of the dream builders in that class to be on so that they,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like creating the community,
That's
right?
what I need to create some sort of connectivity to them.
Oh yeah, it's easy. And we have so many great materials, you know?
So WhatsApp is one that you recommend.
Yeah. I love using WhatsApp. Yeah.
I think it's
So-
good for people who don't use the Facebook, because like me, up until, you know, I needed my business, I didn't have any Facebook account. So it's
I know
WhatsApp is
lot
a better option.
A lot of people have gotten away from Facebook too, so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, when you start in Dream Builder, because I've taken my brother and sister through it, and I started week one on week one. So you would, which I know sounds thingy, but so would you have them listen to week one before you start week one?
Yes.
Absolutely,
Right.
yes.
Right, okay.
That's how the whole curriculum is set up. Yeah.
So they listen to week one first, and
Before
then you
week
start
one.
Dream Builder and then go through week one on your script.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
and it doesn't say that in the get ready call script, so you have to know to do that.
No, it doesn't.
Yep, I discovered that.
Yeah, because
No,
when I
it doesn't
started-
say, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, because when I started and I took my brother and my sister through the Dream Builder, and they started on week one, and I just felt that they should have listened to week one before I did the week one call, but obviously I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
no, that's cool.
How's anyone finding the investment amounts for Dream Builder? Like I started at a certain investment amount and I'm ready to increase that. And I know, like, when I saw a few weeks ago Rich Boggs, everyone was affirming Rich Boggs. I commit to, you know, whatever that affirmation was. Do you remember that, Irina?
Yes, the affirmation I have to look up.
So
Yeah, but let me look while you're talking.
that's another thing too.
What do you mean, Shauna, by the investment of increasing? What do you mean?
How much they
people
have
are-
to pay for your course?
Yeah, how much people
Say
are
that
paying.
again, sorry. Say that again, sorry, I missed that bit.
How much people are paying for Dream Builder.
How much you are charging them? Yes, for the course.
Oh, right, okay. So at the moment, I've taken my brother and sister through, I haven't charged them. My thing was £1,300
Ooh,
for single, for an individual.
right. £1,300.
Mine 1,200 per group, and I registered 2 people without any complaints. I mean, it's New York, right? And
Yeah.
I still figure it's still a good price, and
It's very good.
And I will definitely increase it as soon as, you know, like 3 months from now.
Yeah.
As soon as
Yeah,
I get
because-
more people, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking 1,300 and then like the discount of 1,000, because that was definitely one of my paradigms. It was like, I don't know not really sure where to start with that. And then with the thingy, 1,100, because I know it says in the thing for like 997.
Yeah. If you're a
Um,
beginner coach,
Yeah,
which is what I started at. I started at that
900.
$997.
Yeah,
And then I do the pay in full and the fast action scholarship, which can bring it down to $797. Ooh. I'm like, no.
No, it's too low.
I know.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I
Way too
did
low.
for my first one, I came out with it, I was gonna do 997. But for my very first group, I did a deep discount. I did 750 for the course.
Yeah.
Because it was my very first one. And
Right.
yeah.
and what it's done, having it so low, it's really helped me to feel super confident to ask for $9.97, and
Yes.
even questioning whether that's too low. Just seeing, the value that they're getting out of this.
Mhm.
It gives me the confidence to know that it's worth every bit and more,
Yes.
Ab-
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think,
Yeah.
Shauna, this is more like what you feel, the
Yes.
program is worth. And then when you come from that energy that, this is the price, I'm comfortable with that, and the clients, and sometimes this is how it works. Even Rich was saying, if you price something low, right? People
Yeah.
might say, maybe it's not that good if, it's not that expensive, right? Because
Yeah.
our, like psychological clock works like that. If something is pricey, it means it has higher value to that, right?
Mhm, mhm.
And I guess once you get comfortable with that and you just say the price, and plus we have like 3 months for them to cover that price, and I think
Yeah.
it's it's pretty,
Yeah.
you need to feel comfortable about any number that you're given to them.
Right.
One
Yeah.
thing, one thing that I will say is, I don't believe that we should just, for me, I can't just give it away. I don't care how close they are. I don't care the relationship. I can't just give it away because it's not fair to them.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. And
It's
you're
true.
right.
There's a
because I've
family friend that I want her to do the program so badly. We had a, she's young,
There it is.
and she, I know she's struggling financially with the idea,
yeah.
and I've been waiting for her. We had her discovery session and everything, and I told her to not let the costs get in the way.
Yeah.
That they're,
Absolutely.
if it's something that she wants, think outside the box. And I mean, she's a photographer. I can use photography. She was a gymnastics coach. I want really bad for her to work with me, and it's like,
That's great. This is like, the trade of skills. I love that idea. So absolutely, this is awesome.
so there's some cost involved on their part.
Yes.
And I
Absolutely.
feel like
investment mindset.
Yeah.
Program more so if they have something that they're invested into the program with.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And, always think about it as the energetic exchange, like you are giving them all that energy, and the course itself, obviously you want something in return. And Irma, I'm good with your brother and sister, because I offered that for my nephew for free. My niece from Moscow, she does it for free, and I just enjoy doing it with her, because she really doesn't have the money, because she's like doing her own business now. But it's not the point. I enjoy, because she is, when I started to talk to her, she was on the awareness level that I wasn't even near. It's just because I happen to have all the tools, because she was working for years with psychologists, like with different, people. So she has so much, and I enjoy, because that's what they say. When you take people for free, a lot of times they don't see the value and they don't work hard. This one, she does all the exercises, and I love, like I compare to somebody who I also take, my friend, she was also paying client, but like she skips the classes. Oh, let's do it next, like next time, I got caught up. Oh, I forgot about that we are having the session together. And like, and even though she is paying, but even like when I speak, I don't see that interaction. Like, it always me who is kind of keeping this class together. But with my niece, it's like we don't have enough out of this hour, because she's like so involved, and there is like so much insights going on in her life, and she's always like bringing it up, that it's like such a great feeling when you have the client like that. It's like so rewarding, because you see how much they appreciate that work. You see like all that, that the shifting that's coming in their patterns, so it's a great experience. It's a great experience.
I think it's really good, because I was kind of looking at it even if I started, because when I said to my brother, I was like 1,300, he went, yeah, I think that's really good. I think that's a really good price. So
And
I
that's
was kind of
pounds.
looking at
That's
it.
like $2,600 Canadian. That's
Oh, is that all right? Canadian, right?
pounds.
Okay.
I mean, you guys
So-
are, wow.
Yeah. So, but I thought what I would probably do is probably do 1,100 and then do it for £900, because when you look at the thing, right, when you look at the pricing, it says that you should be looking at least like $100 an hour, which is about £70 for us. So you're doing an hour a week for 12 weeks. So if you look at it like that, for me, it's like £70. So £70 over 12 weeks, that's about £800. So you're not, do you know what I mean? So you're not really, you know, if you look, is it for there, you see, at your private time, which should be valued at a minimum of $100 per hour, right?
Sure,
So if
yes.
which is about £70. So if you times that by 12, you're not adding on much more. So
You know
even though
what?
even though
Yeah,
it
go
sounds
ahead.
like a lot, it's not. If you add it over the 12 weeks, if you're doing the hour, because remember, in that time, you're doing more. You're not just doing the hour. You're doing all the preparation. You're doing all other bits and pieces. So when I added it up, it comes to about £800. That's not even included the kit that you've got to get for them.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know, and then, so even if it's like 1,100, really, I'll probably only be getting really £200. Do you know what I mean? Because you're putting in that time and you've got the extra time that you put in anyway. So that's how I worked it out. And I thought, even if it's £900, even if it's 300 deposit, 300, then it's like 300 a month.
Mhm.
Really.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
not a lot of money. And Sean, at the slide that you were showing with the pricing, Rich Bugs, I remember at, you know, like the trainings right before our, you know, like certification. He was
Yeah.
mentioning that these are old pricing, not even follow them. He mentioned that we're supposed to get the update because these prices are really low.
Do you know what the update is? Do you have the update?
No,
Oh.
I don't.
Okay.
But just, you know, take, you know, like take your best, you know, judgment on that, you know, use your intuition and, you know,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. It's,
yeah,
should
it's just
it
working
changes
out
the
that,
energy so much.
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, and which is,
Yes.
and that has been one of my paradigms up until now. But
Yeah.
but what made it work for me is when I saw, you know, that the hour amount, which is, I was being coached before I started Dream Builder, and I was paying £90 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, and so you're looking at like £70 an hour.
Yeah.
But when you take it over the 12 weeks and the work that you're putting in,
Mm-hmm. And all the
you're not
business expenses too. Yeah. Sure.
yeah, you're not
Right.
just doing the hour. You're doing
Let's do
more.
it, everyone.
Yeah.
Together.
Absolutely.
Together.
I'm so glad
Together,
I came
yes.
on the call. I'm
All
so
right.
glad for the
I'm gonna
boost.
hit
Thank
stop
you.
record there. There we go. Do you want to stop recording?
Yes.